welcome. I'm Professor Otranto, and I will make you a dancer.
Good.
That is what you want, is it not?
Yes, I had hoped to improve my technique.
Very well, but first we must evaluate your abilities, yes? Katharina!
Evaluate?
Assume the position, sir.
What position would that be?
Now dance. Oh, there is much work to be done here. Katharina!
Detective.
Doctor.
You know one another. Very good. But now, to business.
Mrs. Brackenreed, always a pleasure.
Detective Murdoch, I just want to say how terribly, terribly disappointed I am in you.
Me?
Those liquor bottles in your office.
But...
Leading Thomas into temptation like that.
I am very sorry.
And he's trying so hard to be good.
Yes, he is.
Murdoch, what is it?
I've just received this.
Just read it.
It's a telegram from the marshal in Rio Grande confirming...
Shh.
You should have seen the look in his eyes, like he was possessed with a bravery from the great beyond. With no gun, no nightstick, armed only with his quick wits, a silver tongue, and a firm belief in the law, he faced the lone gunman. They called him Murdoch.
George, that's quite enough. Yes, the dance lessons were worth every penny of the $8.
It's true, but I was actually referring to the event itself.
Yes. I received some arresting news from her.
Regarding?
Your conviction of character.
Puns. Feeblest form of humor.
Is it true, then? Your arrest?
One hot summer evening when I was home from university, my colleagues and I enjoyed swimming off Hanlon's Point. Sans clothing.
Most risque.
I don't know which was worse, being arrested or having your parents find out. I found it.
I'm sorry.
I found it. The puncture mark. Come see.
Well, I was hoping to go over a case with you.
Oh, I see.
About a young swimmer's blatant disregard for clothing. Might you discuss it with me? Over dinner.
Why, yes, I'd be delighted.
I've never been treated to dinner by a lady before.
So that would make me your first. How charming.
Well, you were speaking before about the novel that Herbert Wells wrote, The Time Machine.
He's a notorious amorist, you know.
Oh.
Fortunately, I'm a notorious woman.
Pardon me. I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, please do, George.
I have some news, sir.
Sir, Dr. Ogden is waiting for you in your office. I'll let the men know that you are not to be disturbed.
That won't be necessary, George.
For sure, sir.
Doctor, have you a preliminary report for me?
I do. Shall I shout it?
No, that won't be necessary.
Murdoch.
Stand back, sir.
What are you doing shooting bloody arrows in your office?
Thought it less disruptive than gunfire.
Don't be a smart ass. Now get over to the university and get over there quick.
Quickly.
Blind, my arse. He could see just as well as me or you.
You or I, sir.
And you think that a clue lies in this formula?
Formulae, sir. There are more than one.
Sir, a very mysterious package has arrived for you, and you'll notice It smells delicious.
Thank you, George.
At this station, Murdoch, we share the spoils. Right, what have we got here?
Ah, home-baked, no less.
And the notes?
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing me home, Detective Murdoch. I hope you like rhubarb. Yours sincerely, Alwyn Jones.
Alwyn, that's the boy who came in about the giant.
Boy, giant, rhubarb. Does this lad have an older sister?
A mother, actually. She's a widow.
Detective, Dr. Ogden's asked for you in the morgue.
Thank you, Constable.
We'll take good care of this, Murdoch.
Who is this Baumgartz, and what has he to do with Professor Dollimore's death?
Let's just say that information is a matter of
National security.
Who's there?
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'll be asking the questions here, Murdoch.
My station. That gentleman is a bloody disgrace, is what it is.
So am I a statue, then?
Statue, yes, thank you.
It's not your favorite?
Mrs. Kitchen is a lovely woman, but a cook she is not.
And the pain?
I can bear it.
Yes, I know you can.
Can't imagine having to put up with this kind of behavior on a regular basis.
Yes, somehow I can.
You'll be interested to know I've ascertained that one of our victims was murdered.
Is there the slightest possibility it's Mr. Breen?
Well, I knew there was something amiss when I smelled bitter almonds suggesting poisoning by potassium cyanide.
Now, just a moment. Mr. Breen had no such odor, and further, he would have been reddish in color.
Sergeant Linney was referring to the butterfly, not Mr. Breen.
Do you know Mr. Uriah Dokes? Dokes, the assayer. Does he have something to do with this? He was killed shortly after meeting with Miss... Of course, it's not hard science, but I have observed that people frequently look to the left when they are telling a lie.
And I have frequently observed that people look to the left when that is the direction they are going in.
As I recall, his mustache was thinner, his hair longer, and it was brown, not black.
I disagree. I'm certain of my observations.
As I am equally certain of mine.
The rat catcher.
The rat catcher.
He was reading McGonagall? Oh, dear.
I know. Those ridiculous verses on railway bridges.
What a dreadful way to die.
Might I bring our attention back to Mr. Vanderlei? Ah, that was the first manned flight. Joseph and Etienne Montgolfier launched one 2 months before that. The passengers were a duck, a sheep, and a rooster.
How fascinating.